everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are finally going to be doing another airport update of Lexington Bluegrass Airport. I'm finally back from England after 4 months, and that means airport updates are back. I am so excited to get into this. I have really missed doing these, and a lot of interesting stuff has happened at Lexington since the last time I was able to do an update. The first of which you can see right in front of you. So I will save any rambling I have for the end, and we will go ahead and get straight into it. Our first aircraft right here is an American Airlines Airbus A320. Now, this is not a sub-in or kind of like an upgauge, like a quick upgauge that we've been seeing in the past with the American A319s getting upgraded to A320s and A321s, even A321neos, just kind of as needed randomly for demand, you know, swap outs, that kind of thing. We're actually getting these regularly. The last flight of the day to Dallas-Fort Worth for the past few weeks has been operating on an A320, which is really cool since that is the largest aircraft type American have ever flown in here. So that's definitely really interesting, and it's been really neat seeing the 320s here regularly. And this has all kind of come in with American actually expanding quite a bit here at Lexington, just frequencies, aircraft types, upgauging. So it's been really nice to see American kind of building up their presence here a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the 2024 statistics, American surpassed Delta for the most passengers carried out of Lexington. So yeah, that's really neat. But anyway, this guy came in from Dallas-Fort Worth earlier today and is going to be heading back out there. Next right here, just pushing out, we have an Allegiant Airbus A320 in the new livery with sharklets. Allegiant, since it is now summer, have restarted a lot of their summer seasonal routes, which they have a couple of out of Lexington. So that's where we're going to be sending him out to today. So it's been nice seeing more Allegiant aircraft here at Lexington. And in addition to that, during the summer, they also increase frequencies on some of their regular routes, like Orlando, Sanford, St. Petersburg, and Punta Gorda. Due to kind of increased travel demand over the summer to those kind of like tropical Floridian destinations. But today, as I said, we're going to be sending him out to some seasonal routes. So earlier today, he came in from Destin Fort Walton Beach, and he's just pushing out for Myrtle Beach. Next right here, we have one of the most consistent aircraft here at Lexington, and that is, of course, the Delta Boeing 717-200. This is the primary aircraft Delta are flying to Atlanta, just like usual. We are also seeing, I believe, just one 739 now as the final flight of the day, and we are also seeing a couple of CRJ 900s, but most of the daily flights to Atlanta on Delta are going out on the 717-200s, which, you know, I'm not complaining about because these are really neat aircraft and they're not going to be around for too much longer. So yeah, this guy came in from Atlanta earlier today and he's going to be heading back out there, and that is also Citrus Aviation's airport. Next right here, we have an Air Wisconsin CRJ 200, which is of course going to be operating for American Eagle. We see these liveries come in here all the time. I actually picked up this model right before I left for England, but I never got the chance to use it in an airport update before I left. So here we are in its first airport update on my channel. But yeah, we see this livery all the time at Lexington because there are quite a few of these that they've got painted. And we do see quite a few CRJ 200s regularly. Actually, right now, we're not seeing as many as we normally would because the only route that we have them on right now is Philadelphia. But for a lot of the year, we do see them flying to Chicago as well for American Eagles. So normally we will see this livery quite a bit, but we do still see this one from time to time coming in from Philadelphia. So yeah, this CRJ 200 came in from Philadelphia earlier today and is going to be heading back out there. Next right here, just fueling up, we have a United Express CRJ 550. These guys have actually been coming back in here recently, which I actually really like because I think these are some of the best looking aircraft in United's new livery. So it's been really nice seeing these here again, but these have been coming in a couple of times daily from Chicago, and we are also still getting the E175, I believe just once daily from Chicago as well. So yeah, this guy came in from Chicago here earlier today and is going to be heading back out there. Next right here, we have an American Eagle CRJ-700, which is actually parking over here at the A concourse today. As I said earlier, with American's big expansion, they have actually been using their gate privileges over here at the A concourse a lot more. Before this, it really wasn't that common to see them over here, since they mostly park at the B concourse, but they have been using this gate quite a bit. Not just for flights like to Chicago, which was their most common flight that they would use this concourse for, but also I did personally see the CRJ-900 from Charlotte park over here, which was really neat because that was something that I personally hadn't seen before, since that flight almost always parks at B, since that is a legacy US Airways flight. But it was definitely neat seeing that park over here. But the aircraft type we have here for today, the CRJ-700, is just going to be heading out to Chicago, and he came in from there earlier today. Next right here, just holding short of the runway, we have a United Express Embraer 175. These guys have been pretty consistent, as I said, going about once daily to Chicago. But of course, we also are seeing these on our flight to Denver, which is still really neat to see. That is still a pretty new service, so it's nice to see United going consistently on that. So yeah, this aircraft came in from Denver earlier and is just about to head back out there. And as our final aircraft for today, just blasting off of the runway here, we have a Kalitta Charters 2 727-200. Unfortunately, these were actually retired. I believe it was back in like March, but of course I wasn't here at that time, and so since I was over in England, I couldn't do a proper airport update, including one of these guys for the last time. It's been a little while since we've seen one of these at Lexington because they've been slowly phasing them out, but for a long time, these, as well as the special livery, one of these that was in the Air Horse One Tech Sutton livery, were an absolute staple of LEX. We saw them constantly. It was like almost every time you go here, there'd be one of these sitting over on the ramp. So it's really sad that these are getting retired. And personally, I'm going to miss these aircraft a lot. And so I wanted to throw one of these into an update one last time, even though they are now technically retired. So yeah, we're gonna say that this guy came in from, let's think of a random destination. Why don't we say San Antonio, and he is going to be heading back over to his base in Detroit Willow Run. So yeah, definitely unfortunate. But yeah, with that does conclude the update for today. If you did enjoy, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. Again, I'm super happy to be back from England, and I'm really excited to do some more airport updates. Also, if there is a suggested airport update that you would like to see, please comment that down below, because I'm going to try and do a couple of those over the next few months over the summer. So yeah, if you have a suggestion for that, be sure to comment it down below. And with that, I don't think I have any news left to share about Lexington, so I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!